everybody. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. And good morning on Instagram. It is Thursday. It is 9:30 a.m. It is Cotton Cuts time. It is so great to be back, guys. It has been 3 weeks for me since I've been able to have these lovely conversations with you. Good morning. I'm seeing everyone check in. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Greta. It is lovely to be back. I think for everyone that kind of has been following us, I have been in Paris for the past 2 weeks at the Olympics. It was an incredible experience, you guys. It was beyond all of our expectations. Our little family of four had a great time. Paris put on a great show, and I know a lot of people here watched it and had a great time watching it. And it was just amazing being there. And so I think the questions I always get are, what was your favorite sport? And did you see any celebrities? And I think everyone thinks that like Tom Cruise was just walking down the Champs-Elysees and like saying hi to everybody. Yeah, that didn't happen. We didn't run into any celebrities. We were in close proximity to many, but we actually didn't see any ourselves. However, we did take a cooking class with an Olympic athlete during our travels there. He was an equestrian dressage competitor from Ecuador. Cool, but random. And our favorite event, I will tell you, the Boy Who Sews and Lincoln and Mr. Cotton Cuts and I are all huge, huge, huge Swedish table tennis fans now. It is crazy how much awesome fun that was to see in person. We were there the day that the number 26 in the world beat the number 1 in the world. And it was awesome. And so it was such joy and excitement to be there and see people competing at their highest level. And I highly recommend, if you guys get a chance at all to go to Los Angeles for 2028, I would recommend getting in your car, driving, flying, doing it, whatever it takes. And my kind of insider lesson learned is that when the Olympics happen, it's not all in one city, guys. And so there's actually going to be events happening in Oklahoma. They're playing Olympic volleyball or Olympic softball, and Olympic canoeing is going to happen in Oklahoma. So don't think that just because the Olympics are coming in the United States, it has to be in Los Angeles. Guys, this was a fun, memorable experience. All right. So let's get to business. All right, so it's been a little bit for me. I'm a little out of practice on our routine, but every show we start out with 2 questions that have been submitted by you guys. Simply head to cottoncuts.com/live to submit a question. These are handed to me literally as I sit down. Paula doesn't show them to me ahead of time, so let's see if I get stumped this week. All right. Again, my brain is still a little bit on European vacation time. All right, so first question comes to us from Franny Johnson from Collinsville, Illinois. She asks, do you have a quilting project that holds special meaning to you? And if so, what is it? All right, Franny, I love these questions because these like go deep into our heart as quilters. Is, do you have one that holds special meaning to you? And I'm going to go with the answer that I think most people give when they get asked this question. And it's always my first one. I think my very first quilt I made, I was 13 years old. Way back in the Stone Age, before rotary cutters, before cutting mats, I made an ocean wave quilt, and it was blues and blacks. An ocean wave is a whole bunch of half square triangle blocks that when rotated kind of create this visual illusion through the quilt. It was solids, it was blues, a whole bunch of different shades of blue. So that was a whole bunch of fun to keep track of. And I cut each one of those half square triangles out with scissors. And so it is a quilt I made. I made it into a quillo, which is a quilt that when folded up can be kind of flipped over and made into a pillow. I took it to every sleepover I went to through college. I still have it. It's in the basement. It's sitting on our couch. It's just a whole special meaning to me because as I think about it, I remember all the trials and tribulations I went through, and I've had it for, 40 years or so, something like that. So Franny, thank you so much for this question. This one, I love hearing kind of culture stories about the meaningful projects we make. So next question comes from Catherine Monks from Sacramento, California. Oh, this is kind of the opposite of the question we just asked. Okay, so what's the most challenging quilt you've ever made, and how did you overcome the difficulties? Okay, so I think this is a fun one because I think when it gets to challenging quilts, those are usually the ones that we kind of set to the side and forget about and never come back to because we just get so frustrated we move on. And so I think I'm going to take this from what's the most challenging quilt that I've ever finished, that I've actually come back to, dusted off, and completed. And so I've actually completed a couple of the Bonnie Hunter mystery quilts. And so every year, Bonnie Hunter on Quiltville releases a mystery pattern. It starts the day after Thanksgiving, and usually runs for 4 to 6 weeks. And these quilts are no joke, gang. It is like 1,000 pieces. You're mass producing a lot of things. Everything has to be precision pieced and precision cut. And I jumped in and thought, hey, I've been quilting for a lot of years. This should be easy. This is great. Yeah, it took a lot of effort. I remember sitting and cutting half square triangles in front of the TV for like 4 hours at a time. And so I think the challenge to me was the mental fortitude it takes to be able to like sit and do that amount of repetitive work. However, when I finished it and had it quilted and bound, I have a great amount of pride in it because it was so much work and I have so much appreciation for it. And I don't let anyone eat around it. Like this is on the couch, but you don't eat near this quilt because mom might cut you with her quilting scissors if you get anything on this quilt that took me forever to do. So it was challenging. I would say I learned a lot. I think when we think about challenge and struggles, that's usually where the learning happens. And that's really kind of where we dig deep and figure out the good stuff, the stuff that makes it promising at the end of the day. All right, Catherine, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the questions you guys submit. We go in different directions. Sometimes they're technical, sometimes they're more soft like this. I appreciate it. All right, I'm checking in on some of the folks that are over here. Yes, we had an awesome vacation. Good morning, everybody. Wow, it looks like we have 3 Terrys in the chat. So, and all spelled differently. So that's super fascinating. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. All right, if you want to submit a question for next week, go to cottoncuts.com/live and I will answer it here in front of everybody. We have a special show today, guys. We have some guests that are going to be joining us in a few minutes. We have the founders of So Powerful. For those of you guys that have been joining us over the weeks, So Powerful is a Cotton Cuts Cares organization. We've been supporting them for a while, doing different challenges and different features and different sponsorships. And so we're going to hear directly from the founders about how they got started on this amazing adventure and how you guys can help them contribute in their upcoming sew-a-thon. But before we get into that, we have some things to get caught up on. It has been 3 weeks, and needless to say, the team has been exceptionally busy. We have shipped in 3 weeks over 4,000 packages from here, guys. That is a lot of stuff. And I know it is so easy to go into everything puzzle mystery quilt, but I have all the other things that we have shipped in the past 2 weeks. And so while we were gone, we shipped my absolutely favorite Java bundle. This So Hot bundle. It is so bright. August is always my favorite Java bundle. It's bright. It's got these bright blues. It's got bright yellows. Javas are super fun. They shipped last week. The team, in the midst of doing all the puzzle mystery quilts, sent all these out as well. Today, we are shipping our Modern Maker fabrics, which are these lovelies. They are a Figo collection. It's awesome. It's pink. It's magenta. It's geometric. It's also got some navy accents in there. These quilts will be a lot of fun to make with. I'm interested to see what you guys do. We have some small scale subtle prints in the background. Also shipping next week is our classic boxes. And so with those boxes, they were folding them yesterday and I just kept like pulling out fabrics that I loved. And so the first one are these cute little turtles and this alphabet print. And so, oh my gosh, you guys, like I have a niece that would just go gaga over these turtles. And all of these, and it has like, it says X and it says X-ray fish on it right there. So if you're ever doing an alphabet game with your kids and you get stuck for like an animal that starts with a letter, I guess this fabric is going to help you. Snake, S for snake, C for caterpillar, Q for quail. Super cute juvenile print. We also have our first Christmas collection that we're shipping. And so we've got cats. For all of you cat fans out there, I am not one of them, but for all of you out there, there's Christmas cats and stockings and then cute little small little Christmassy items together. And then our reproduction print is, and these ones are actually probably better in person than they're showing up on the cameras, but we've got, it's actually kind of, again, a magenta and a pink. I feel like the fabric releases are very magenta and pink this time of year, but those are for our classic members. And so for those of you that don't know, you tell us what you like, what you don't like. We put together a custom bundle from these fabrics and a lot others and ship them to you based upon what you tell us. Okay, our stitchets are also dropping today. So in a couple hours, get in there, guys. These collections, they were die cutting them yesterday, are super lovely this month. There's only a small amount of them. Get in there. You're not going to want to miss them when they come out. All right, so let's turn to the puzzle mystery quilt, right? So that's been kind of the big consumer of our team's time while I was gone. I can't even begin to thank my team for the awesome job they did navigating everything related to the puzzle mystery quilt. You guys, we had a perfect storm of about, I've listed them out, 5 different things that happened all at once that they navigated through on their own fantastically with the highest level of quality and the highest level of attention to detail. So the first, we launched a new software program. So we created a new software program to help improve delivery of our clues electronically to all of our members. Anytime you launch new software, guys, there's gonna be challenges. There's gonna be hiccups. There's gonna be problems. We had less than 15% of people involved had problems accessing their clues. That's huge. That's awesome. We went through and we solved all those problems, and now we are smooth sailing for this software for a long time. They went through and crushed all of you guys got stuck. If you needed help, they were there and they were helping you. We are, of course, moving. So 2 weeks from today, we're going to be broadcasting from our new site. And so the team has been getting ready to move. We went through a whole moving sale. We got all those orders out the door solved. They did an incredible job. I think at the end of the day, there were about 2,000 orders that we received for our moving sale. They took care of all of that for us. In the past 2 months, they have die cut over 1 million, 1 million. I want to make sure everyone knows that number, triangles and squares. We do this manually on a die cutter. This is not an automated piece of equipment, guys. We aren't a big, like large scale manufacturer. We are doing this by hand on a die cutter, and they are doing it at less than a 1% defect rate, meaning the number of people that get the parts and pieces, less than 1% is done incorrectly after die cutting 1 million pieces. I don't know about you, but if I get a pattern and it has like cut 75 triangles, I'm like walking away. So for them to have done 1 million is huge. And all the tracking and all the traceability and all the quality control, they crushed all that while I was gone. We had over 900 customers email in 14 days. That's a lot, guys. Normally we get like 25 customer queries a day. We had over 900 in 14 days. We are almost done. Every single person that's emailed in or called in has received a personalized response from us. That comes from our customer care team here. That comes from Joanna. It comes from Carrie. It came from me a little bit, but they had over 900 people reach out to them, and we have gotten caught up. That's a lot of, that could be something as simple as like, hey, I need some help tracking my package, all the way up to the post office handed me something, it was damaged and I need it fixed and replaced. So there's been a lot of fantastic work there, making sure that everyone gets what they need and when they need it. And I cannot stress enough, it is kind of a big deal. We have a small team to be down one person, to be down me, right? I mean, we only have like 10 to 12 people in the shop in a given day. And when you're down one, they all absorbed all the work I normally do, as well as all this increased perfect storm work. They did an incredible job, you guys. And so, I love what they did. I love all of the patience that you guys shared with them during this time, during this perfect storm. And so as a thank you to everybody for all of your, leading with kind and doing good work, we are going to be giving everyone 3 free patterns of your choice. So we've created a special website. It's cottoncuts.com/thank you. Head there now. I think we've uploaded 22 patterns. Pick 3 of them. Pick the 3 that your favorite. Add them to your cart, and it's free. They're digital downloads. They're going to get sent to you guys just as a thank you for like hanging with us and being patient as we navigate the post office and software and shipment. You guys are awesome, and we appreciate you as always. I want to make sure everyone, like, we lead with kind at Cotton Cuts. There were some people that were a little less than kind over the past 2 weeks, and that happens. I understand people get frustrated. I've worked in industries where we're shipping nuclear materials, and like an hour delay is thousands of dollars of lost medical supplies to help people in need. Guys, we're shipping fabric. So I appreciate everyone that was patient. And so for that, we're going to give those 3 patterns to you. We'll put out social posts later today. So in case you guys, get off on something else this morning, you can come back to it. Okay, so enough on that. We also do have a fantastic announcement right now to share with everybody. So our snippet program is our program that is meant to support zero waste in our process, right? So we have cut 1 million triangles and squares. There's always waste that comes with that, right? So there's like the parts that go around the die cutter, and we don't throw any of that away. And so we've had our snippets for several years. And so this is that we're going to package all of those up and send them to you as a subscription. What we are deciding to do now, and we've always had people like, hey, can I pick my colors? Hey, can I pick my colorway? hey, can I, choose what I want to do? We've always said we want to do that thoughtfully. And so what we're excited to do now is we are going to launch a Wild West snippet program. And so if you go to the website, cottoncuts.com/snippet, you can subscribe to a snippet bag in a specific PMQ colorway. So say you really like Ghost Town and you didn't get a chance to sign up for it, or you really like Prairie Sunset and you didn't get a chance to sign up for it. You can go online and we will ship you a snippet bag. This one's Mystic Cactus, which is sold out. This one's mixed. If you can go online, pick Mystic Cactus, and we will ship you a snippet bag with just that specific colorways snippet. And so this is only going to be for 6 months. We can't keep doing this forever. We don't cut these fabrics forever. So if you are one of those people and you want a snippet bag, you like supporting the sustainability piece of what we do here, but you want some control over what you get, it is on the website. Go sign up now. It's limited because we don't have a lot of these fabrics. We're not going to cut fabric just to generate waste to send the snippets to you. But go ahead and sign up. And if you sign up and you want to do Mystic Cactus the first month and Gold Rush the next, you can do that too. We can switch you amongst the memberships. Just send us a note and we will happily help you out. Okay. I think I've caught up on everything here. All right, that's everything on my list. Yeah, so don't forget to get those free patterns. And also, if you get a chance, can you guys send some love to Carrie and the member care team, because they've done a fantastic job navigating all of this perfect storm of what we've been working on. Okay, so with that, we are going to be turning over to our guests. And so we have with us Jason and Cinnamon. They are the two founders of So Powerful. So for the purpose of this, we are not going to have their faces with us on Instagram. We're just going to have the audio with them as I interview and talk to them. And that's going to be okay because we all know there's technical challenges when we try to live broadcast on Instagram. If you want to see their lovely faces, they are very lovely people. I've met them several months ago in person. You are going to want to see them. You can head over to Facebook and to YouTube to catch our side-by-side stream. All right. Good morning, Cinnamon. Good morning, Jason. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. We're doing great. Thank you so much. It's so fun to be part of the show.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's inspiring to hear of everything you have going on. It's amazing.
We have there's no shortage of things going on here. I bet you if you ask anyone on my team, we're like, what are we doing tomorrow? No, what are we doing in the next hour? It's always different. All right. So Cinnamon,
Sure.
Jason, we met at Quilt Market like 10 months ago now. You guys had a whole booth at Quilt Market, and your message was to encourage quilt shops and quilt shop owners to support your organization. So can you, in your own words, tell us what is So Powerful? What does it do? And what are you guys doing to make a positive impact in the world?
Sure. Happy to share kind of the quick backstory, and Cinnamon can add in the highlights. We started working with a group of 8 moms in Lusaka, Zambia in 2009. And they were working on craft design ideas for trying to raise money for a school that they wanted to have built. And so we worked with them for 6 years, that group, and focused on school uniforms. So they learned to make school uniforms, and we helped fundraise for some sewing machines. And their whole idea was that they wanted to make a difference in their local school. And they were excited about the project, and so were we. And so that was from 2009 to 2014, 15, kind of all we did. And it was just sort of tied to our online business, Pixie Fair, and sort of a passion project. And then in 2014, they were ready for a new challenge, and we wanted to grow, and we didn't really have people involved too much. And so we were brainstorming with the team there and our, kind of our donors and friends here, and began to work on the issue of menstrual health management and girls staying home on their period. And so created a program, So Powerful Purse, where Americans and people kind of around the world now make a cute crossbody purse. And the ladies in Zambia make reusable hygiene pad. And another group makes soap, and the soap and the pads and also undies go into the purses. They're given to girls in health class that we conduct. The first year, I guess 10 years ago, we collected 503 purses.
Which was amazing at the time.
Yeah.
And we were shocked, like, will this work? Will somebody make a purse and send it to us? And
yeah, absolutely crazy. And it just caught fire. And so many people heard about what we were doing, jumped in, and people, international groups started popping up in Australia and England and Canada and India and Taiwan and Brazil, on and on. And so this last year, we collected 29,000 purses. The team in Zambia has gone from those 8 ladies to now 122 people in total in Zambia. Part of them also are part of our feed initiative, which we started several years ago. So in addition to the sewing work and the vocational sewing program, we also feed 9,000 children hot lunch every day. And so we have those two kind of projects that have scaled up and gotten crazy. And it's just an incredible honor. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, he covered it all, but I'll just add, like the purse making part of it, was just so interesting to watch. Like as he said at the beginning, we had this passion to help the ladies. They love to sew, and they were doing the uniform project, and we just, it meant something to us. Like we connected with them and we felt the burden, but every time we shared it with other people, it just didn't really connect. And once we started talking about girls missing school on their period, and just the general idea of how people could be involved, and it was immediate, like just tugged people's heartstrings. You just felt compelled to help. And it's been amazing to watch. Our passion was for this group in Zambia at first, and just to watch what's happened with all the people sewing purses and how meaningful it is, and being able to use your sewing talent to bless somebody else and change somebody else's life. We're hearing stories from all the purse makers, how much it's changing their lives at the same time. And it's amazing, inspiring. And, it's just like, I think we're both humbled to feel like, we kind of got this rolling, but it's really happening because everybody that's involved.
Yeah.
I mean, that's remarkable and commendable, you guys, right? Everyone has these ideas, like I want to help and I want to do good. But you found a platform, and I mean, that growth is amazing. Your impact is huge. Like, surely this has to be your full-time. This is what you guys are doing, and it's what a huge impact you guys are doing.
Well, actually, we both have full-time regular jobs.
Oh my gosh! So you guys are having this big of an impact in your spare time. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if I'm being candid, that's sort of a challenge at this point. As we get bigger every year, it's become more and more almost impossible to, juggle. But you know what? God is good, and we're blessed. And this organization and ministry has just been the joy of our life. And so it's an honor to be able to support it, personally with our passion, and to see so many other people come alongside as key volunteers. That's really how it's grown, and why it's grown is because I think people realize we don't have like bandwidth to really do everything. So we have so many volunteers that have stepped up and just made miracles happen.
For sure.
That's impressive. The volunteer network and leveraging them, because you would want to go in and do it all yourself, but the fact that you have people that believe enough in your mission to volunteer their own time, you guys, that's impressive. Like, you can't buy that. That is something that's real and meaningful. I'm checking the comments. Everyone's talking about, hey, this is awesome, making positive change. It sounds like an awesome project. So let's talk about the sew-a-thon. So I know that's coming up. That's like a big Herculean effort. We're seeing people about, how do I find patterns? How do I, like, they're in. They've heard you guys talk for like 4 minutes, and they are like, how can we help you guys? Okay, so let's talk about the sew-a-thon, because this is a super cool project you guys put on. Give us the background, the inception, and where it's at.
Sure. Okay, great. This is so cool. So as we've described, the number of purses just kind of took off, and the reality of our program is that every purse takes about $10 to fill. With the cost of materials in Zambia, we import by container loads, the pad material and undies, and we have a team there that all get paid for their participation, so they get a good job out of this, and the shipping and on and on. So it's $10 per purse, basically. Well, we started getting so many purses that came in, we didn't want to say to people, hey, we can't take your purse if you don't give us $10. We were more kind of casual about it, It's like, send us as many purses as you want, and we'll figure out the money part, which has always worked. I mean, it's always been fine. but the numbers keep getting bigger. So 2 years ago, we came up with this idea. Our team came up with it of doing a sew-a-thon, like a jog-a-thon, but it's making the purse and then inviting your friends and family and Quilt Guild members to sponsor you. And so the first year, 2 years ago, we raised $35,000, which was awesome. So that in essence fills 3,500 purses. So that's 3,500 girls that get to go to school, all month, even on their period. Statistically, girls will be about 6 weeks redeemed over the course of a year if they have the supplies they need. So they're missing massive amounts of school if they don't. So anyway, so the last year's activity, we had $140,000. So 14,000 girls were helped. And yeah, I mean, that's what we were like, what in the world?
Well, and pause for a minute. I mean, last year we went from the first year where it was just an idea.
Yeah.
And we really, engaged with people and saw it work. And then last year we had sponsors come alongside to give away prizes. So both Baby Lock and Bernina, stepped up and gave away amazing machines. And so it was kind of based on, the top fundraisers would qualify for all these prizes. And so, it was just kind of this flood of energy, but then also a great network of, support and, that putting it out on their socials and all of that. Exactly like this.
Yes.
With you.
Many amazing partners such as yourself.
Yes.
And so this year our goal is 20,000 girls, to help 20,000 girls. So that's $200,000 to raise. We started open enrollment July 29th, and enrollment period is basically the month of August. So if you want to participate, you have to get your name on the sheet, digital sheet, this month, the month of August. And then the actual sewing of the purses is the month of September, which is National Sewing Month. And so right in the midst of it, we're about 25% done with kind of the whole, 2-month sprint. And it's going really well. But we would love to have people jump in. We've made the fundraising part of this as easy as possible. When you sign up, you'll get these little cute postcards that are like basically constructed with your input. So your name would be on it, your photo you can add, and literally it's like a little digital postcard. All you really have to do is publish it on your Facebook page and just say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and you'll start receiving funds. So we try to make it super simple. And we also, again, have sponsors this year. The top grand prizes are a Baby Lock lyric machine and notions, and a Bernina Burnett combination sewing embroidery machine are our top 2 prizes. But we have tons and tons of prizes. All of this, you can see all of this in our participant guide on the website. And you can't miss it. Just go to sewpowerful.org and you'll see it right on the top slider. And we would just love to have people jump in with us. The prizes go like this. The couple top tier prizes are awarded based on results, like fundraising results. And people ask, why isn't it sewing purses results? But the truth is, that's kind of the easy part or the fun part.
That's harder to count.
The fundraising is the harder part. So this is meant to be a fundraiser. But then here's the cool part. If you raise over $100, your name goes basically in the digital hat, and you'll be one of the prizes. You'll get like a ticket for one of the prizes. And so we have amazing prizes that even if you just raised like $100, you'd be eligible for. So it's not like you have to, the prizes we've tried to be very, very, I guess, liberal with, because we have so many prizes from amazing companies that have, offered. So just to name a few, Oliso has given us some awesome product, Aurifil, Ribbon Works, Pixie Fair, Kai Scissors, Riley Blake, Pellon, Home Sew. I'm missing some, but My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. So we have just a big collection of prizes. And so our hope is that, just by jumping in and participating, you too will win a prize, but more importantly, be part of something special and include your community in something special, which is making a difference in these girls' lives. So.
Yeah, and just to encourage people. So I'm guessing we probably have people watching that maybe are new and have never even heard of So Powerful, or and they want to get started. And the pattern is free to download. You can download the pattern for free on the website and start sewing a purse. And we'd love to have people do that if they're not, this is overwhelming. But the nice part about the whole way this is set up is it's just been so fun. I think a lot of people are afraid to ask people for money and like be a fundraiser, and but when people can see you're passionate about something, and I think a lot of people have people around them that have watched somebody sew purses and haven't had a way to be involved, and this gives people a way to just come alongside you and just join you in what you're doing. And you are enrolled in this program and somebody gives you a donation, they're typing in a message of encouragement to you, and it's super fun to see those, just how much people are saying thank you for letting me be a part of this with you, and stuff like that. So it's just a fun way to kind of just build your own community and have people see what you're doing. And it's a lot easier than you think, to just kind of get that support rallying around you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So I see a couple questions. So so we have sewers, right? We've got master quilter sewers. Where do they send their purses? This is the collection point, and the shipping the stuff back and forth is always a logistics question I get asked. So when I've sewn my stack of purses, what do I do with them?
Yeah, it's a great question. So on our website, just below the main slider, there's a purse shipping details link. And the answer is that we have many ways that they can get us their purses. We're at shows that they can drop them off at. Many retailers will collect them for us. Like, for example, in the Pacific Northwest, Quality Sewing and Vac, or friends there, all their stores will collect the purses. You can also ship them into us directly to our offices here in Northern California. We use a program called Give Back Box, which basically gives you a $20 label for up to 90 pounds, which don't do that because you'll hurt yourself. I mean, it's like so heavy.
But it is doable.
So it's super cheap to get us the purses if you want to mail them directly to us. And all that info is right on the website, just underneath the top slider. So, yeah.
Sounds incredibly easy and convenient, especially if I've got something, a shop close to me that's collecting it. We have another question asking, so the funds that are raised for the sew-a-thon, do they go directly to you? How does that administration look like of the money that's raised?
Yep, super great question. So Powerful, because as mentioned, is all volunteer. Our overhead rates last year were like 3.9%. So the program that we're doing for this sew-a-thon is basically aligned to fund our sewing vocational program in Zambia. So all the monies go directly to that. And so that's basically very simple, very straightforward. We don't have any kind of professional fundraising help. It's like no agency. There's no fancy, like tools or resources we're using. We like hack together, the website stuff, and trying to do this honestly as frugally as possible, so that it's just a pure, straight to the Zambian program effort for underwriting the program. And again, basically think in $10 increments. Every $10 helps one girl stay in school all year, even all month, even on her period. So that's kind of how to look at it. Yeah.
That's actually impressive. Like that, Jason, that's really impressive how you've allocated the funds, right? Because many of us think if I make a donation to a not-for-profit, we think and hope that 100% of it's going to make it to the end person, without realizing there's administrative and overhead costs, there's transaction fees, there's paying all the staff. But I love and appreciate that you guys are doing it as leanly and as smart as possible to make sure that your impact is as big, you're maximizing the impact on the other side. That you've built an organization that could sustain that, Jason, is very impressive.
That's been our passion for 15 years. And honestly, that's our driving conviction is super efficiency. I don't know that we'll always be all volunteer, because the bigger we get, it's just like, we have to, manage this thing, and we want to be good stewards of it. But we're focused on efficiency in every way we can be. Do exactly what you described, maximum impact. Yeah.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Okay, so talk to us about after the sew-a-thon. So where are you guys going to go with this, right? You started out just supporting sewing, now it's purses, and then it's food. So talk to us about, in 5 years, if we have this conversation again, what is So Powerful?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have something we call our Vision 2030 document, which is not too far away now. um, and so our hope uh, in by 2030 would be that we could serve 60,000 girls a year through this program. So
Yeah.
this year we'll we'll be around 39,000 girls in Zambia, but that's because we had kind of a backlog of purses. Um, so as a kind of stabilized rate, in 5 years, getting to 60,000 girls would be a dream come true. Right now, we're feeding 9,000 children a day, and we hope to, more than double that. And I think our target number is 40,000 for children's feeding.
By
So I'd have
20
to
by
by 2030,
2030.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Wow.
we also do another thing that is near and dear to our heart and is meaningful to us, and that's we're partnering with an organization called Book of Hope that gives a kind of a literature, a booklet to each child that we serve. This year, our goal is to get 40,000 books of hope
Mhm.
into the students' hands, because when we go to a school and then we do the purse distribution for the girls, like if it's a primary school, it's like fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, like that. All the boys always like, what's happening over there? It's like, sorry guys, like not for you. And I talk to the guys. I'm always the one out in the courtyard standing around when we do the programs. And so I'll tell them exactly kind of what we're doing and joke with them and say, this is about the girls' minstrels, as they call it in Zambia. Do you need any of this info? No. So, but we've always had this desire to be of help, to all students. And the Book of Hope is a beautiful little, color booklet that the kids get. So we want to pass out 250,000 of those by 2030. So we have
Wow.
big dreams, and we're passionate about seeing more children helped. We work in the poorest of the poor communities in Zambia. If you're familiar with Lusaka, it's called Nombe Compound, and the other compound are kind of a shanty town we work in is Kanyama, and they're desperate places. And our program really is life changing to not only our team members there, but also the students who are receiving the impact of the program. So,
Oh my
We
gosh,
also,
Jason.
you mentioned Lusaka, but we also have a location in Livingston. And so
mhm.
kind of in that vision goal, is to branch out. And in Lusaka, we've got a large team and we have the building and we've got the vocational sewing is happening. And in Livingston, it's a smaller group. What is it, 12,
Yeah,
10?
10.
And they're in a house and they're doing it at a much smaller scale, but they're they some of them have seen the Lusaka. They've come to like train the new group and they're like, we want this here, so
Mhm,
the bigger growth step there, I think definitely,
mhm,
one of the goals, and then maybe to branch out to other areas as
mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you
So
guys.
that's
I am so, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that's who we are. This is what we're doing.
You guys are so beyond inspiring to me. Just the amount of work you've been able to do in a short period of time and your goals and the impact you are making. You guys are doing such fantastic and great work. And I'm so happy that Cotton Cuts is able to work with you guys on your sew-a-thon and then also continue to give donations and encourage our members to participate and support you guys. And so if you guys want to, it's sopowerful.org. That's how you can find out more information about the sew-a-thon. We also have information on our website, cottoncuts.com cares. We have, because we're like, we got the sewers going and we got the sewing machines all warmed up. We've put a Sew Powerful kit on our website that has 3 fat quarters that you would need to be able to make each purse. They're
Awesome.
coordinated. We're selling these guys like at cost because we want to make sure that you guys get the materials into your hands. We also have our 10 fat quarter mystery bundles. They're not necessarily coordinated, but if you want to just get some fabric and get them out to everybody, we want to encourage the purse making. We want to encourage the funding. That way they can fill the purses and help Jason and Cinnamon's team continue to grow and expand and do all this fantastic work. And you guys, I am beyond inspired by everything you've shared with us today. Thank you guys so much.
Well, it's an honor to share the story with you and really appreciate your community's engagement and involvement with it. We always say this corny phrase that we are so powerful. together. And it's true. Together we are so powerful. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
appreciate the sewing pun. I like sewing puns up in here. All right. Well, I will let you two get back to your day and continue to do good work and awesome things.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Bye. All right. Okay. So, guys, I mean, how cool is that, guys? Those are two amazing human beings doing incredible things that we can help with and that Cotton Cuts can support and our community can continue to support. You guys, get on the website, sign up for the sewathon. When they were talking about, putting on your social media and getting your community, I think, I'm like, why am I not doing that? Why am I not putting it out on my Facebook page and getting the people who don't sew but want to do good, kind of sponsoring me and being able to give back? And so that I like that it's easy, it's approachable, and they did a fantastic job. I am convinced, and I hope you guys are as well. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. We will get them to Jason and Cinnamon if our team, and go to the website, sign up for the sewathon, download your free pattern, get your back quarters, and get ready to start sewing in the month of September. All right, so that's it. Thank you for staying to the end with us. We now have our giveaway. So we are giving away a $25 gift certificate to our shop if you hung through the entire episode with us. So the question we have is, oh, it's funny. It's the first question we started with. Do you have a quilting project that holds a special meaning for you? If so, what is it? So find this video, find it on Facebook, find it on YouTube, find it on Instagram. Share with us the quilting project that holds special meaning to you, and you will be entered to win a $25 gift certificate to our shop. Some reminders, don't forget to sign up for all of our awesome things that are shipping in the next couple of weeks. We have our Zoom sew in tonight at, I believe it starts 7 to 8:30. There'll be reminders out in the group. Don't forget to join us. And so whatever project is in front of you today, I'm looking around. I think I got all the stuff. Paula is not stressfully running behind, leaving me Post-it notes. So I think I've successfully covered everything. Thank you guys so much for your support. Don't forget to go get your free 3 patterns, and we will see you next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye now. And cut. Thank you so much for watching our video. We have so much fun making these, and we hope that you were both delighted and inspired by what you just watched. This video was sponsored by Cotton Cuts. Cotton Cuts is your one-stop for all the best fabric and thread memberships. Love fabric? We've got you covered. Love thread? We've got you covered. We get that no 2 quilters are cut from the same cloth, which is why our memberships are as unique as you. We also have the largest block of the month in the world. Over 4,000 detectives solve our puzzle mystery quilts every year, and you can join them. Simply go to cottoncuts.com to learn more about all the awesome and fun things that we're doing. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to make sure you get all of our new fresh content every time it comes out. Thank you so much. Happy sewing enthusiasts, and we will see you soon. Bye now.